So Dan, give me your reaction.
Yeah, interesting. Obviously, some familiar foes potentially quite early on. We've already faced Dayton this season. Louisville not too far away. Always keep a close eye on them. I know the staff there well. Obviously have the connection with Dante as well. So we'll see how that shakes out. And then should we be fortunate enough to win that game, the potential of UCF. But when you looked at the overall bracket, it was interesting to see there obviously wasn't too much concern with the potential of rematches, right, from the regular season contest. So the reality is there's only 48 teams left. You're going to have to play some good teams very, very early on. So no, looking forward to it.
Do you like the thought of a rematch in either that second round or the next one with UCF? Do you like the idea of a rematch potentially?
Look, like I said, with a 5 seed overall, so we're very, very pleased with that aspect of things. And the reality is you're playing another top 15 team in the country. So UCF had a little bit of a stumble towards the end of the season there, but we also know that when we played them in the regular season, they were a very, very strong team. So we had a good result at their place. We know it'll be a tough game. I'm sure they've spent the time they've had regrouping, refocusing, and making sure they go on a good run here in the tournament. I'm sure they're looking forward to that contest should they advance as well.
Dan, how much of a difference does home field make in knockout games?
Yeah, I think it's huge. I think we saw that a little bit yesterday as well. Honestly, it's not just that; it's the combination of playing at home and then the travel, the routine aspect of things. I think it caught up to us a little bit, and you saw it in the energy levels a little bit second half yesterday. So certainly, when you go into that second round game, you have a huge advantage given that they've come off a short turnaround. So we're going to have to capitalise on that, make sure we're the team with the energy. And yeah, if we can advance through that second round game, then we have the advantage of another home game from there. So there is that home field advantage, there is that comforts, and obviously the size of our field, the elements of playing at Dick Delesk that do play to our advantage at this point in the season, we'll hopefully be able to capitalise on that.
Do you have a message to fans?
Yeah, don't leave for Thanksgiving too early potentially. Obviously, I think the timing of the football game on Saturday, knowing that hopefully there'll be a number of fans that are here to support the football team against Cincinnati and maybe can stick around a little bit longer. I think we're a 2 o'clock kickoff on Sunday, so hoping they'll stick around and make for an incredible atmosphere. Huge crowd here at home will be really, really important. And then, as I said, don't leave too early for that Thanksgiving break. You'll be sick of the sight of your parents after a few days anyway. So may as well stick in Morgantown for one more day.
Coach, what's the biggest factor you try to stress to your team in any of these games coming up?
Just that ultimately the game still plays out the same way it would in the regular season, right? For the most part, you have to trust what we've done, right? The work that we've done up to this point in the season, through 20 games now, has put us in good stead. Has given us an incredible opportunity. Continue to trust what it is we've done to this stage. Yeah, you might have to manage the last 5-10 minutes of the game a little bit differently and play, if you like, a little more strategically in those later moments. We again saw that late on in the game with Marshall, but yeah, that's part of knockout football as well. So it's about holding the nerve. It's about showing the courage to continue to play and do all the things that have won us 14 games to this point in the season, and having the bravery to execute that.
Dan, coming into the year, obviously you expected improvement from this team. Could you have realistically expected you guys to see a 5 by your name?
Yeah, because anything can happen. I think we really didn't feel as though we were that far away last year. I know, look, I don't think I even watched the selection show last year. I think we were already out recruiting, trying to improve things. So the margins are so fine in this sport, right? So you look at a Syracuse team that didn't make the NCAA tournament in 21 and then won it in 2022. So I take a lot of comfort in that. I take a lot of encouragement in that we could have that same story. What we have shown this year through the regular season is obviously that we can compete with anyone in the country, and we can get a result against anyone in the country and are worthy of that type of recognition, if you like, and that type of threat as one of the top 5 teams in the country. So at this stage, anything can happen, right? You do need a bit of luck. It doesn't matter how well prepared we are, how well we execute. You still need the ball to fall you well. You still need the referee to not give a decision that he shouldn't. So we'll need a little bit of luck to get to December 8th and get to a Final Four and beyond. But there's no doubt that we have the quality of team and the potential and the belief in this group that we can go on an incredible run this year.